and I'm the head of Team Hardcore. Welcome to the live event tonight. We're going to talk about what is coaching. And this is my friend and one of my top coaches, Jen Delvaux. And we just thought, we were actually in the car yesterday. We, on our way to a football game after the leadership retreat day one for Beachbody, and we're just so excited about everything that's being announced at this leadership retreat for Beachbody to all of us coaches. And we were just like, we need to do a live webinar tomorrow night and let everyone know what is going on and how huge this opportunity is, because now is the time. And we were just so excited. And today was day 2 of leadership and actually the last day. And again,
amazing.
Our heads are just spinning with all the excitement. And I've been coaching for 7 years. And this is just you would think that maybe by now the excitement would wear off, and it hasn't. I mean, I'm just like on fire about it. So again, we just were talking about it and we're like, we just need to do this. So this is live. Anything could happen at this point. We had a room in California. We had a little technical glitch before we started, but hey, that's how it goes. And so anyways, I've been doing this 7 years, and I'm a Superstar Diamond 3, and Jen Delvaux is an elite coach now. She's not been doing it as long as I have, but she's killing it. She is moving on up. Yeah, big time. She's got 11 lifetime diamonds. She's the head of her team called Fitness Junkies. And so what we want to do is just explain a little bit about what coaching entails, and I know some of you are here because someone has invited you to the call that, see something in you and was like, check this out. And we experienced that same thing. I was the one that told her she should check it out years ago. And my sister Shalane Johnson was the one that said, Beachbody's doing this business opportunity, you should check it out. And both of us, even though it was at different times, we really experienced a lot of skepticism. Like
for sure.
For myself, and we'll tell you a little bit about our stories, but when I first joined, or before I joined, when I heard about this business opportunity, I really just thought it was too good to be true. Like I'm not into sales. I'm not this big personality type person. I'm kind of an introvert, I am an introvert. And I just thought it's not going to be something for me. I don't want to do this. This isn't for me. I went to human resources management and went off into my career. And even though fitness has always been a passion of mine, and I fully believe in Beachbody and I love Beachbody products and programs, I just didn't think there was an opportunity for me to have a fitness business. I just didn't think it was in the cards. And so I've been in the corporate world, and I worked in human resources management for over 13 years. And I just thought, that's the way it needed to be. Take that traditional route. My husband working as a financial auditor, and we became parents, and I really always dreamed of being that stay-at-home mom. And I would see other people that had that opportunity, and I wished it could be me, but I knew that Matt and I both needed to work full-time to make ends meet. And I just thought, it's unfortunate, but I can't do anything in fitness. I didn't see myself. I actually became a personal trainer, and it was hard to get clients on top of my full-time job, and I just couldn't make a go of it, and it was really a struggle. So I just thought, it's just not in the cards for me. So when I heard about this opportunity, I thought it was too good to be true. And it kind of scared me that, oh my gosh, this could be it.
Right.
This could be an amazing opportunity. So I really researched it. So I give you guys credit for being on this live webinar because you're looking into it. And if you're anything like me or Jen, you have a lot of questions. I know before I joined, I didn't get it. And I know that's where some of you are. You don't get it. And you might be thinking, okay, it's about sales. It's got to be all about like pushing product and making sales and high pressure and, someone over you constantly like, oh, you got to sell. Or I would not be here if that's what it was about.
Neither would I.
Neither would Jen.
Yeah.
You can check out our social media. Jenelle Summers on Facebook or Instagram, and Jen Delvaux on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, wherever. And you will see we're not selling. We're not pushing products. In fact, all the time I have people say, oh, I didn't even realize that you were a Beachbody coach, because we inspire. That's what we set out to do. We set out to put out content that is helpful, that is valuable, and just share our own journey. I mean, we are each on our own journey. We have our own stories. Everyone is. It's not like you have to be this model of fitness or anything. I mean, some of the most successful coaches, they're all different personalities from different walks of lives, from all shapes and sizes and ages. I mean, it's really about someone that is willing to or really wants to help other people.
Yeah.
Because you've been through things yourself and you've experienced getting into fitness, and that's what drew me in. I was like, I get it now. Once I'd done my research, I get it. I want to go all in. So I did this on top of my full-time job for 2 years and built this on the side. And so some of you that are watching, you may be working a full-time job, or you've gone back to school or whatever, you're busy parents. And so it might feel like, I don't know if I have time to do this. Right. That was one of the first things I said. When Shalene told me about it, I was like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do that. And so once I understood it, I made time for it because I realized this is a huge opportunity. And so 2 years later, building my business on top of my full-time job, I was able to quit my full-time job, which I didn't hate that job, but I did want to be a stay-at-home mom. I did want to be my own boss. I wanted to have my own schedule. I think we all want to do what we want to do.
Totally.
I mean, when it comes right down to it, having a job, you're grateful for it, and some of us love our jobs, but you want to be able to do what you want to do,
right,
in a day.
You want to make the choices.
And that's what this business has allowed us to do, because it's something you can do online. You can do it from anywhere that you have Wi-Fi, and you make it your own. You do it with your own style, your own personality, and what works for you. And that's super cool. So that's my story in a nutshell, and I've just loved it. And so I want Jen to tell you a little bit about her story, but after that, we're going to explain to you what a coach typically does in a day, and how we, train you and all of that kind of stuff. It's just so you kind of know what this entails, so you know what to expect. And then 6 of, like what it costs and what you can expect when you start, and what the benefits are, and all that kind of stuff. So you can make an educated decision.
Cool.
Go ahead, Jen.
Okay, so my story is a little bit different. I started absolutely not in the business aspect in mind. I was at my heaviest. If you've ever seen or followed me and you saw my before picture, I was at my before picture when I signed up as a coach. Jenelle and I went to high school together, and she was posting about Shakeology, and I was like, I'd hit my rock bottom. I wasn't feeling myself. I was tired. I'm like, Jenelle, what is this? And she's like, it's amazing. This amazing shake. It's, all the amazing benefits of Shakeology. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. She's like, if you sign up as a coach, you earn, or you can get 25% off. I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. But listen, Jenelle, I live in Michigan. I don't have a beach body, and I'm not a salesperson. And she's like, Jen, that's not what it's about. But that's totally fine. You can just do it for the discount. So that's what I did. Yeah. I started drinking the shakes, working out, and I started feeling better. All of a sudden, I was losing weight, and I had more energy, and just I was happier, just I had more energy, and I was being a better mom and wife, and people started. And so people started approaching me and saying, what are you doing? And I would just tell them, and my wheels started turning a little bit. Jenelle would send me emails. She always sent me the emails, her trainings that she does, and I would glance at them, and then I'd put them in a folder. And I just thought, well, maybe I could work this. And so it was kind of in the back of my head. And at that same time, my husband was diagnosed with brain cancer. And that was literally the hardest thing I've ever been through. And I honestly almost quit this business because of that. It wasn't even a business to me at that point. But I thank God I didn't, because it literally was my therapy. It was how I got through everything. I would drink a shake every day in the hospital. It was Darren would take a chemo pill and then go work out and do whatever workout he was doing at the time. So we literally think Beachbody saved us because it gave us an outlet. It was just something different than cancer. It took us away. Positive. And it's like, whenever you're faced with something so big like that, and my fear with really working this business was, I only had a couple hundred followers. My friends and family were my Facebook people. I'm like, how could I do this? Why do people want to hear from me? But then one day I just was like, I want to help other people. I want other people to feel the way I feel. So I slowly started putting myself out there in social media and just giving tips of what was helping me, and just small things. And it has changed our life completely. Yeah. So that's kind of our story. I thank God. I mean, literally that it came to us, because I can tell you I'd probably be like a depressed person, overweight, if I didn't have this in my life because we still struggle. I mean, there's always a struggle when you're dealing with cancer, and we are the happiest people, and we live life to the fullest, and we take these amazing vacations, and we get to choose what we do every day.
Right.
And that's what's so cool. Nobody's telling us what to do. We get to decide what we do every day. So
Very cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. So, and by the way, you guys, if you're not already, you should follow Jen on Instagram or Facebook, either one. But I mean, her posts are just so like motivational. And I mean, it's just, you know, when you're working this business, you don't have to try and fit a mold of what someone else is doing or what someone else looks like or what, you know, what works is to be yourself.
Totally.
Because no matter who you are and what you've been through in your life, you have a story and you have something to offer. And sometimes it's really buried deep down, you know, your story and where you've been. And you might think back to when you were younger and, you know, being overweight and someone saying something. Right. You might think back to, you know, the first time you really gained weight after having your first baby, you know, all those things that you've kind of buried and you've learned to overcome, and fitness has maybe helped you, and hopefully Beachbody has helped you. But it's really kind of about learning how to share that. And we teach that.
We do. And one other point on that, this is a good point. When I started coaching, I thought I have to hide all of my before pictures. I can't let anybody know because here I'm a Beachbody coach and I want to inspire people. So I have to hide all that.
Yeah.
And then one day somebody came to me and they said, well, I sent somebody to come look at you, and they couldn't relate because they thought that you'd always been skinny and in shape. And I'm like, oh, I have to share. You have to share, and people like to see you on that journey and what you've been through and whatever struggle that is. And maybe it's not weight loss, maybe it's something else. Right. But sharing your struggle is helping people. And that's what's so cool about this business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel my sister Shalane asked me one time, she said, who should not be a coach? Aren't there certain people that just should not be a coach? And I think she said, isn't it someone that's like disorganized or isn't really driven? And I said, no, the only person that should not be a coach is the type of person that really truly has no interest in helping other people. Like that's the only person that should, you know, because everyone else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I even think those people though need to help themselves, and then they'll realize how they can help others. Right. True. You know what I mean?
Yep. But I think too, sometimes you get in a place where you think, well, I'll help people once I'm at a certain weight, or I'll help people once I'm here. You know, I know, you know, you kind of had that mindset. Another one of my top coaches, she had weight to lose, and she's like, I'm becoming a Beachbody coach for the discount. I'm not going to work my business because I haven't helped myself enough yet. And it was really just a mindset. Before she ended up hitting her ideal weight, she made up her mind that she was worth something, and that the journey she was on and the progress she was making was worth something. And it was inspiring to other people. And it took a few comments from other people, but just realizing that even as you're on your journey, that's what people relate to.
Completely.
You know, just being yourself is what people can relate to, because it resonates with them. That people don't relate to perfection. It might inspire them, you know, or whatever to improve, but the people that they relate to are the people that are just being open and honest, just being themselves. Yeah. So you want to talk about a little bit like what we do as coaches, and then I'll go through kind of like
I mean, we just talked about that. A lot of it we share on social media. Like the social media aspect is our business. I know probably some of you just post maybe about your kids or family or whatnot, and maybe once a week or not very often, and maybe you only have a couple of hundred followers. That's how I started.
And I wasn't even on Facebook.
Yeah, you weren't even on. And so we will teach you how to do that and really lead with your heart. We don't share anything about Beachbody. We're not salesy type people. Yeah. We genuinely want to help people. Yeah. So we train you through that. I know Jenelle and I both offer a new coach training. Is
lots of social media training on tons. So anyone that joins myself or Jen or any of our coaches, they're going to be plugged into all of that.
All of it.
We do a ton of training on social media and personal development, because you have to grow as a person and as a leader through all of this.
That's the coolest part. Yeah, totally. Is you literally, when I started this business, you guys, I had zero confidence. Okay. So if you look at me now and you think about all the pictures you post or that I post, you may think, oh my gosh, I could never do that. Well, that's what I thought. Yeah. And that's just normal. That's how this business works. You work on you first. It's you becoming a better you, inside and out, and just feeling better. And every day when you put yourself out there a little bit more, you lose that fear and you become happier. It's amazing how that feels.
It's a little scary at first, but then once you start getting some comments from people like, And I know you get it a lot more now than you used to. And you were like, oh, this person like came up to me and like wanted to hug me. And you were like so surprised that like people like are really impacted by, you know, your posts.
Right.
And it's just, it has a huge impact on people. And when you get that, you start getting a little bit of that feedback, you start going, okay, that's why I'm doing this.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
And being an introvert that I am and a shy person, I always used to be of the mindset, like, I'm shy, I'm an introvert, leave me alone.
Right.
Like, just let it be. Don't try and make me an outgoing person. And I'm not an outgoing person, but I am now of the mindset, like, I need to get over my own fears, my own insecurities, and put myself out there because I want to help other people.
Right.
For that reason, not because of my own, oh, I'm worried about the judgment or whatever. That's selfish of me if I let that hold me back.
Completely.
Because I can help other people. I have been through some things. I have overcome some things. I have learned a lot of things. I can help people. So I need to, but we transition you through all of that. And it's not like when you first start as a coach, you start posting like all this fitness stuff and annoying your friends and family. We trust me, we get it. It's cool. It's cool.
Totally. And we both, Jenelle and I, have this family-like culture, like our teams. That's what's another thing that's another cool aspect is you're part of this. Like, I consider my fitness junkies, and I know Jenelle does for Team Hardcore, is that's our second family.
Totally.
And we all support each other, and there's so much love, and there's just so much connection. That's the other
just going through life.
aspect.
I mean, we just share a lot, just, you know, as wives, as parents, as just women. I mean, we just share, you know, and we lift each other up.
Yes,
very positive environment.
Yeah.
So like I also want to say that, you know, one of the things we do as coaches, not only, you know, learning how to post on social media, really we just kind of master you master just one at a time, and you choose whether it be Facebook or maybe it's Instagram, or maybe you want to do YouTube. But then we also run fitness accountability groups, and we teach you how to do that. And that's just where you get everyone into a group and, you know, have them report in daily on their fitness and their nutrition. And it's not about being an expert or a personal trainer. We're not even supposed to take on that role.
No.
We're just there to provide support and accountability and cheer people on and help them find answers, point them to resources. You know, someone might ask me about fasting, and I can point them to a resource or a person that I know is an expert on fasting. You know, just helping people get results and, you know, introducing them obviously to the Beachbody programs and products, but we're helping people who want help. We are never pushing people and being like, oh, well, you just had surgery and you know, you can barely walk. I think you should do Insandy, because I need to make an Insandy sale. I mean, not at all. I mean, I've told people, oh, okay, I think what really is going to help you best is to go to Walmart and get the walking video, like that is made by Leslie something. Like, we're not leading with trying to make a sale. We're truly leading with helping people. And yes, Beachbody is a great solution for a lot of people, because they're like the #1 programs and they're awesome, but we don't lead with that. We truly listen to what people need and go from there. And we build teams, and that's the other thing. And that's something, of course, we train you on how to, you know, start building your own team and teaching them to do the same thing, just to inspire other people, how to, you know, be on social media and share your story. So it's just a duplication process with your team. And so that's kind of
that's the coolest part about it.
Yeah.
Is you don't have to recreate the wheel. It's already been done for you. You just kind of, in fact, on that note of like challenge groups and accountability groups and what we do, I have a coach on my team who's one of my diamonds, and she's a huge runner. And so she does a monthly accountability group on 5Ks and running. That has nothing to do with Beachbody.
Yeah.
But that stuff, the Beachbody kind of comes up, and you're just helping people.
Yes.
So that's how cool it is. It doesn't have to be anything Beachbody related. It's just helping people with something that you're passionate about.
Yep. I have a coach that does accountability group, just all personal development.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
You know, just, you know, other women that just really need that in their life. They've been through something difficult, you know, some kind of tragedy or divorce or whatever. And they're just, you know, helping other women like that. So that's kind of what we do on a daily basis. And I would say, you know, a lot of people ask how much time does it take? I would say to become successful, it's typically 2 to 3 hours per day, but you'd be surprised where you can find that time. Like, I know when I was working full a little bit at night after my son was in bed and my husband was in bed. So, and then on weekends, I kind of make up for whatever I missed, because I had certain days at work where I just couldn't do anything. And so I'd have to kind of make it up on a weekend morning or something. So the great thing is that everything, all the trainings, everything is go at your own pace. Like,
totally.
it's whatever you want to put into it. There's no pressure, at least not from us or our teams or our coaches.
No.
There's no pressure. It's whatever you want to do. We know that everyone has different lives and different goals with what they want to do with this business. So the trainings are all recorded so that you can listen when it's convenient for you. Maybe you're listening while you're putting on makeup or whatever one morning. It's all very doable because you just need to, I would say 80 to 90% of my business can be worked from my phone.
Totally. All of it can.
This YouTube video you can watch from your phone later. Just everything. And you're working with people all over the United States and Canada. So some people will say, well, I'm from a small town and no one in my, one of my very top coaches, Mindy Wender, she lives in a very small town in the UP, Michigan. And, when she started, she was like, no, none of my friends or family are into fitness or nutrition. I said, it doesn't matter because we have social media and you have people all over the United States and Canada who will resonate with you and get who you are. And you have a lot to offer. So she's killing it.
She is.
So I will go through, and Jen, you'll have to let me know if I miss anything.
Yeah.
Just kind of like the basics of coaching and what to expect. Number one, you have to realize that this is Beachbody. Okay, and Beachbody is very well known. We have the #1 at-home fitness programs. You see them all over infomercial. Obviously, there's P90X, which who hasn't heard of P90X?
Everyone.
Everyone. Ask anyone. You'd be surprised who actually has P90X in their home right now, and you may not even know it. P90X, Insanity, my sister's programs, Turbo Fire, Chalene Extreme, PIO, got 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Brazil Butt Lift, Slim and 6, Size, Shakeology. What am I missing? T25.
Yeah, and there's new programs coming up that was just announced at Leadership. And like early 2016, and I think November too. So
yes, that was one of the reasons that made us want to do this. We're like, oh my gosh, we have some really cool things coming in 2016, and we're like, people need to join now so that they can get their feet wet and learn what they're doing. And fitness resolutions come in January and February. Big time. That's when our businesses always go to a whole new level every year. Whole new level every year.
Everybody wants to make their New Year's resolution on January 1st, so your business just takes off.
Takes on a new level. And so it's great to join now so that you can get your feet wet and get acclimated at your own pace and get into the mix of things. And then come January, February, you're ready to go if you want to run with it. So #1 at-home fitness programs is all over the media, all over TV, talk shows, magazines, you name it. This year we're expected to hit over $1 billion in sales. That was the other thing. Yesterday we were learning about the growth of our company and how, it's just like, it's been huge.
It's amazing.
Yeah, crazy. You get 25% commissions on anything that you do sell from your website. You also get team bonus, and that is what really grows exponentially over time. And that's why you don't really have to make sales like this big focus. It's just not what we do. So you can build a team, and then obviously there's team bonus, and then you get a 25% discount on all the products and programs that we have. We have a new supplement line that is amazing. We both love it. We packed it in our suitcases, couldn't live without it even for 2 days. And 25% discount. So even like for people that are, in love with Shakeology, I always say, if nothing else, become a coach because it's worth that 25% discount.
Completely.
You get training to get started, because a lot of people say to me, well, I want to become a coach, but I don't know where to begin. Well, of course you don't know where to begin. You don't know where to begin until you enroll. And then we teach you right from the get-go. Jen and I both do that. We both have a getting started right process. Our coaches have getting started right processes. So if you're on here because someone invited you, talk to them. They will get you started right. And then we have ongoing training. Jen and I both have weekly ongoing trainings. Our teams do. All of my coaches and their coaches and their coaches all get to plug into my trainings. That's weekly, and emails and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like we leave you hanging by any means. No. It's $39.95 to join. So just your startup fee is $39.95. So basically the cost of, going to dinner, you can start a business that could literally make you 6 or 7 figures.
Which is crazy.
Of course, depending on what you put into it, it's all based on your efforts. And $15.95 a month. Starting with the second month, you pay $15.95 a month, and that's for your website maintenance. And you get a lot for that $15.95.
Totally.
You get like 3 different websites that you can use. I just choose one, but you get like 3 or 4 different ones you can use, so you get choices. And you get an online office, and in your online office you have tons of training there. They obviously maintain all of your customers and coaches and all this reporting tools, all that kind of stuff. All of that is all done for you for $15.95. So it's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
So that's basically your business overhead. Like, what kind of business? Even our financial advisor is like, what?
I know.
$15.95?
Think about it. You're like opening up a storefront, okay, which would cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. This is $39.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go with the Girl Boss option,
True. This is smart.
You waive the $39, and that is with the challenge pack, and that's kind of a no-brainer when you're signing up because everything's discounted. It comes with Shakeology and a program of your choice, and I think 21 Day Fix right now is on sale.
Yep.
Ohio was last month.
Yep.
But so it's kind of a no-brainer to sign up that way. Yeah, it's a smart way to go.
That is a one-time deal too for new coaches,
right?
Because people, sometimes miss that, and they're like, I should have done that.
Right.
Because it is a good deal, because the challenge pack is already discounted. And when you join as a coach and you buy that challenge pack as you're enrolling, then they waive that startup fee, the $39.95. So you're saving $39.95 plus you're saving on Shakeology and the fitness program through the challenge pack.
And it's usually like getting a program for like $10.
Yeah. I mean, yep. If you price it out. So that's the Girl Boss option. Now, I know some of this you're like, whew, like it maybe went too fast. I know, like I said in the beginning, when I was looking into joining, I asked a gazillion questions, and I think I needed to hear certain things 2 and 3 times. And so I get it. And I know Jen gets it too, that you have these still like, well, what about this or what about that? So you have to talk to the person that invited you to this webinar or live YouTube event, whatever you want to call it, and ask those questions. Do it now while you're still thinking about it, while it's fresh in your mind. If you need to reach me, you can email me at coachinginfo411@yahoo.com. Again, that's coachinginfo411@yahoo.com. Or you can obviously contact me on Instagram or Facebook, inbox message me. Jen, where should they reach you?
Facebook message is the best. And under, my Jen Delvaux, DELVAUX, you can email me at coachjennyd@gmail.com. It's JENNYD@gmail.com.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
We should have had signs where we could
I know.
We could put that up. Coachinginfo411. Coachinginfo411yahoo.com. And yours was?
CoachJennyD@gmail.com. Coach JENNYD.
Well, the good thing about this is if you guys didn't get that, this is all recorded.
Yeah.
The link that you had to get on this YouTube live event, you can click it again. It's an immediate recording.
Right.
Well, not immediate. I think it might take like an hour to process.
Okay.
But it's a recording, so you can always hit pause. So we just want to make sure you know how to contact us. But of course, if someone invited you to this, if you have a coach, contact that person.
Yes.
Get in touch with that person that invited you. We do not want to step on anyone's toes. Contact the person that's been helping you, that's been talking to you, that has believed in you. Talk to that person. Ask some questions before you forget.
Right.
We're going to go head out to dinner with our husbands.
Yeah.
And did we forget anything?
I don't think so. I think we got it all. Thank you guys for jumping on. We'll do this again, I'm sure, sometime.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun.
But we're not like cramped in a hotel.
All right. Well, we had a great time, you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you next time.
Thanks, you guys.
Have a great night. Bye-bye.